everyone, and this is Jolly from the Jolly GM RPG blog site. Anyway guys, I got something really special for you today, and as you can tell from right off the screen, right off the get-go, you are seeing an alien face hugger, one of the most iconic horror sci-fi creatures that has ever existed. Anyway, I am very excited about what I'm about to show you tonight, mainly because just recently being involved in the pre-order for the Aliens RPG game from Free League Publishing. They sent everyone who got involved in that the quick start guide, and it comes with a free adventure and 160 something page rule book for a starter kit. 160 pages, pretty impressive. Anyway, so naturally, being the type of person who plays most of his games online, I needed to have something ready for Tabletop Simulator, which is what I got done. First of all, I want to send out a special thanks to the Steam user 13 Strings because I have modified his Coriolis table, which he had released to fit the Tabletop Simulator, to fit the Aliens RPG website, seeing the systems are very similar. So one of the things that I wanted to show you, first of all, is just talk about the game itself. This is a really great game. It's a great horror game. I haven't played it yet, but I've read through the rules and I've read through the adventure, and yeah, it's spot on. It's really cool. It's kind of a, if any of you are familiar with Mutant Year Zero or Coriolis, it uses a version of those rules. Year Zero engine, I think is what they call it. But it's a great system. I'm a big fan of Coriolis, and I really like how that game works. This game here, a little bit different, just a tiny bit, but it's really interesting. A lot of people were wondering about, do you use the darkness points in this type of game? No, you don't. You have what's called stress, and stress adds up individually towards people. So really quickly, let me just go over the table here first. So I'll show you the table. As you can see, I got lots of face huggers around the table. As you can see, so it gives lots of visuals for people who are interested in seeing these really remarkable, scary creatures. Yeah, totally terrifying, actually. So as you can see, that's the table there. If you just go over to the edge, you can see a big old alien hanging around, just to add some looks and feel to it. The next thing I'm going to show everyone is what I got made is the character sheet. So I got a fully customizable character sheet made for Tabletop Simulator, which is great. I'm really looking forward to this. As you can see, I can update and I can do all types of wonderful things, add in the charms and stuff. So that's the character sheet. And the next thing, which I'm really happy about, because I'm not much of a programmer or a Lua specialist, but I did manage to modify the Coriolis dice rollers that were in 13 Strings Coriolis rule set, and I changed them into the 2 dice rollers that you need for aliens. And I just want to go over that really quick. So right here you have your aliens base dice. This is the base dice, the normal dice that you use for everything, and this is your stress dice. So the way this system works is when you need to roll the dice or check a skill, you roll an amount of d6, and you have all these modifiers. Good modifiers allow you to roll more d6s. Bad modifiers take away the number of d6s. So what you do is you can you go to roll your dice. Let's say we're going to roll 5. For this whole example, we'll just be rolling 5 dice. So you're going to roll 5 dice. Well, I'm going to roll 6 apparently. And it comes up, and what you do, you have to look for 6s. So down here in the right down here, you'll see it. It shows you how many 6s that you rolled. And in that case, I rolled a 6. If you get a single 6, you are successful in what you were trying to do. Any extra 6s can be used for benefits and bonuses and adding damage and doing extra things. I won't go into that. But anyway, so in that case, just there, I rolled and I got 1 success, which is great. Now here, Again, I got one success. I got it right here as a pass. I got one pass. That's great. That's cool. Uh, if I ever never rolled, if I never rolled any sixes, I have when the rule set is, or the rule mechanics is, this is where darkness points is a little different. In Coriolis, you would give the GM a darkness point and you can re-roll the dice again. In this, you don't give the GM anything. You take a stress. And if I want to roll my dice, here I got 2 successes. Let's see. Yeah, so here I got no successes. All right. So rolled 4 dice, got no successes. I, as a character, I can choose to take a stress point. So down here on this character sheet, I can click on my stress button here, add in my level. So right there, it tells me 1. So now I can choose to re-roll my 4 dice again, and I also get to add a stress dice. Now a stress dice is pretty cool because a stress dice, if you roll a 6 with a stress dice, it counts as a normal success like everything else does. If you roll, but here's the kicker, if you roll a 1, you got to take a panic test, and it's pretty interesting how that works. So but for example, now if I needed to roll, I get to re-roll the dice, and I also get to roll stress dice. And right there, it tells me I got 2 passes. All right, 1 from my stress dice and 1 from my regular dice. That's great. But here is the kicker. If I ever rolled a 1 on this dice, which is a face hugger icon, for some reason it doesn't. For whatever reason, I get that little bit of a glitch. But anyway, right here I got a stress. You take the number of dice that you know, that stress number makes you go, you have to make a panic roll, you can do some pretty bad things. So the more you play, the more times you re-roll dice or different things happen, the more stress you get, which means you become more alert and you're able probably to get more successes, but you also have a higher chance of taking a panic test. And as the game goes, you don't want to be full of stress. It has some pretty nasty consequences, which is pretty cool. Anyway, this is just a quick run through of my table and what I've been working on. I got lots of little models there from previous assets. I got a queen alien right there, which I'm looking forward to using. I got an alien warrior. So yeah, this is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to this. This should be a lot of fun. So let me just bring that onto that. Yeah, so here we go. Look, see? So I can just imagine this now. The characters are moving up. And bang! They run right into that. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, anyway, so this is just a brief rundown, example of my Aliens RPG Tabletop Simulator tabletop for a game done by Free League Publishing. Go check them out. It's pre-orders only available until August 6th, and after that, you gotta wait. But anyway, yeah, this is really cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day.